In local matters, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is making his first public appearance since a round of questioning into the numerous investigations into his conduct. The governor attended a news conference Monday at Yankee Stadium. He faces an investigation of sexual harassment and misconduct after allegations broke months ago. The probe is being overseen by the state's Attorney General Letitia James. It is not a criminal investigation, but it could impact the New York Legislature's impeachment inquiry and Cuomo's hopes of a fourth term. Josefa Velásquez is following this story. She is a senior reporter for the city and joins me now from Brooklyn, New York. Josefa, welcome. What do we know about the questioning the governor has faced so far, and how are he and his aides approaching the Attorney General's investigation?
So we don't know much about what questions the governor was asked by the Attorney General's office, and we don't know whether he necessarily went and did it in person or if it was over Zoom. The governor's office has been, quite tight-lipped about what happened during that questioning, and so has the Attorney General's office, who has been criticized in the last few weeks from the governor and his aides for it being a political manhunt. The governor's office in recent weeks has taken a different approach for this investigation, calling it political and calling it a review instead of an investigation to downplay, what's happening here.
So, as you know, the Justice Department is dropping the civil rights investigation into New York's government-run nursing homes. But the governor does still face federal probes by the FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office into allegations he intentionally covered up data on COVID-19 nursing home deaths. So what more do we know about the status of those investigations?
So those investigations are still ongoing. It's hard to keep track of how many investigations are currently underway. You have the investigation from the Attorney General's office into sexual harassment and sexual misconduct claims. You have an investigation from the Eastern District, and that's the federal government, over nursing home deaths and whether or not the governor's office downplayed or miscounted some of those. There, you also have an investigation by the state assembly into all of the above, plus some issues with the Tappan Zee Bridge, which could lead to impeachment proceedings. So right now we're in this holding pattern, waiting for the Attorney General's office to release her findings in a report. And we're still waiting from the Eastern District of New York to find out what will happen with this investigation into the nursing home deaths, which happened at a time when the governor was also writing a book, which he netted $5 million from. So it's a lot of investigations happening all at once.
And Josefa, how are all of these investigations impacting not only the impeachment inquiry, but also the governor's hopes for a fourth term?
So the governor has gone, full steam ahead for his fourth term. In the last 6 months, he's raised about $2.3 million. And while the governor is a prolific fundraiser, it's less than what he's normally used to racking up. You have had these donors that have buoyed the governor in previous years start abandoning him. But with that being said, he still raised $2.3 million. That's not a number to look down upon. But at the same time, the future is really murky. We don't know what this report is going to say. The governor at a press conference today downplayed, what this report could find and said that he questioned the investigators behind it and that it could be politically motivated. So all signs seem to indicate that Andrew Cuomo is running for a fourth term. The question is, who will be running against him? We already have some Republicans lining up, but there might be some Democrats that are also seeing their opportunity to try to sneak one in there.
Josefa Velásquez, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.